Inside Arsenal's hidden talent machine, next big transfers revealed. Welcome to Football Focus. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we kick off, if you love football, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. Arsenal's rise in the modern football landscape has not only been fueled by Mikel Arteta's tactical evolution and the ownership's financial backing, but also by a secretive and highly sophisticated scouting network that is quietly shaping the future of the club. The Gunners are no longer simply reacting to the market, they are actively building pipelines of talent across continents, creating an unseen web of opportunity that is designed to place the club one step ahead of rivals. The importance of a scouting system has always been central to Arsenal's identity, from Arsene Wenger's days of unearthing hidden gems like Patrick Vieira, Cesc Fabregas, and Kolo Touré, to the modern recruitment structure. Arsenal's philosophy has remained rooted in discovery and development. Yet, in 2025, the landscape is entirely different. The competition is global, the margins are fine, and Arsenal's scouting machine has expanded far beyond London Colney's training pitches. Behind the curtain sits a carefully curated structure, overseen by Edu Gaspar as sporting director and operated by an army of scouts, analysts, and data specialists working across Europe, South America, Africa, and Asia. The system is designed to blend the traditional eye test of old-school scouting with modern statistical analysis, using AI-powered platforms, video scouting, and deep performance data to identify players before they hit the mainstream radar. The secret, insiders say, lies in Arsenal's ability to combine three approaches. First, early identification of youth players before rivals are aware. Second, securing relationships with key agents and feeder clubs. And third, building an environment at the Emirates that makes Arsenal the preferred destination once interest from bigger clubs inevitably arrives. In Europe, Arsenal's network stretches through France, Spain, and the Netherlands, three countries long admired for their youth production. Scouts stationed in Paris and Lyon maintain close links with Ligue 1 academies, where the likes of William Saliba once developed. In Spain, contacts have been forged with clubs in Valencia and Seville, where Arsenal staff are tipped off about teenagers with technical ability and football intelligence. In the Netherlands, the Dutch Eredivisie is monitored constantly, as Arsenal believe the tactical education players receive there makes them ideal for Premier League adaptation. But the system does not stop at Europe. South America has become one of Arsenal's most fertile grounds. Edu's Brazilian heritage and network of connections in São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Porto Alegre give Arsenal a powerful advantage. The signings of Gabriel Martinelli and Marquinhos showed that Arsenal were willing to strike deals with emerging Brazilian talent long before their prices escalated. More recently, scouts have been following prospects in Argentina, Uruguay, and Colombia. Insiders suggest Arsenal have watched 16-year-old forwards in Rosario and midfield technicians in Montevideo, hoping to repeat the Martinelli formula with the next generation. Africa also forms a vital part of this scouting web. Arsenal staff are in close contact with academies in Nigeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, countries that continue to produce explosive athletes with raw potential. The breakthrough of Bukayo Saka, who is of Nigerian descent, has only strengthened Arsenal's commitment to exploring the African market further. Rumors suggest scouts have recently monitored a teenage striker in Accra and a commanding center back in Abidjan. Meanwhile, Asia is emerging as a surprising focus. Though historically underexplored, Arsenal have stationed part-time scouts in Japan and South Korea. The Japanese football philosophy, built on technical excellence, discipline, and tactical intelligence, fits well with Arteta's long-term vision. Arsenal were impressed by how Kaoru Mitoma succeeded at Brighton, and now they believe the J-League holds hidden treasures. South Korea, too, is monitored closely, especially after Son Heung-min's impact at Tottenham showed the market potential and the footballing level of Korean talent. This vast scouting system, however, is not random. Every player identified goes through a multi-step filtering process. First, live matches are watched either in person or via video. If the player impresses, statistical analysis is applied. Metrics such as expected goals, progressive carries, defensive duels won, and pass completion under pressure. Arsenal's analytics department, based in London, is crucial here. They run models that compare potential recruits with existing Arsenal players, ensuring any signing fits the system. Next comes the character assessment. Arsenal's recruitment staff have become obsessed with personality, resilience, and mentality. Arteta's non-negotiables demand players who buy into the culture of hard work, discipline, and tactical obedience. Scouts are instructed not only to watch how a player performs on the pitch, but also to observe body language, off-ball work rate, and interactions with coaches and teammates. For Arsenal, the wrong mentality can outweigh talent. All of this feeds into Arsenal's central database, a guarded digital system accessible only to the club's top decision-makers. The database contains files on hundreds of players worldwide, each graded on physical, technical, tactical, and psychological traits. Some players are tagged as priority, meaning Arsenal is actively considering bids. Others are labeled monitor, meaning they are tracked over multiple seasons before a final decision is made. The results of this system are now becoming evident. Arsenal's breakthrough transfer targets in 2025 are not merely rumors in the press, they are the product of months, even years of careful planning. Among the names believed to be high on the list are young midfielders in Portugal, rising defenders in France, and attackers in South America. One target gaining attention is João Neves of Benfica, the teenage midfielder already attracting interest from Europe's giants. Arsenal scouts have reportedly filed glowing reports about his tactical intelligence, ability to control the tempo, and fearless approach in big matches. Though his price may soar past £60 million, Arsenal's willingness to invest in midfield after Declan Rice shows they are serious about this market. Another emerging target is France's Warren Zaïre-Emery, currently at Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal knows signing him will be difficult, but their scouts have been watching him since his early teenage years. The thinking inside London Colney is clear. Arsenal want to be in position should PSG ever decide to cash in or if the player pushes for a new challenge. In defense, scouts have highlighted the rapid progress of Spanish center-back Christian Mosquera at Valencia. Tall, composed, and aggressive in duels, Mosquera has drawn comparisons to a young Raphael Varane. Arsenal's interest is long-term, but with Gabriel and William Saliba anchoring the backline, Mosquera could be integrated gradually, learning under Arteta's system. South America offers even more intrigue. Arsenal are believed to be monitoring an 18-year-old Argentine winger described as the next Angel Di Maria by insiders. Though his name remains closely guarded, scouts praise his dribbling, agility, and flair in 1-versus-1 situations. Similarly, in Brazil, a box-to-box midfielder from Palmeiras has caught Arsenal's attention, blending the intensity of a young Casemiro with the technical qualities of a modern creator. These breakthrough targets are not simply speculative. Arsenal have made quiet moves to establish relationships with agents and clubs, ensuring they are first in line when the time comes. This approach mirrors how they secured Martin Odegaard after Real Madrid allowed him to leave, and how they beat competition for Gabriel Jesus by striking early with Manchester City. What sets Arsenal apart today is their patience. Rather than rushing into deals that look glamorous on paper, the scouting network ensures every move fits a larger puzzle. Arteta has been clear. He wants a squad capable of competing, not just for one season, but consistently for years. That requires strategic depth, not just star signings. The fan base, meanwhile, is captivated by this idea of a hidden network. Social media is filled with speculation every time a young player is linked to Arsenal. While not every name is true, many are seeded from genuine scouting missions. When news broke of Arsenal scouts attending youth tournaments in Brazil and Africa, it only reinforced the belief that the Gunners are planning something revolutionary. Even the women's team benefits from this scouting reach. Arsenal women have long been one of Europe's top sides, and they too rely on international recruitment. Young players in Scandinavia, North America, and Asia are regularly monitored with the aim of maintaining Arsenal's dominance in the WSL and Champions League. This dual commitment, strengthening both men's and women's squads, underscores the scope of Arsenal's vision. The secret scouting network is not about a single signing, but about creating a global footprint that sustains success. Arsenal's commitment to meticulous scouting has led to a pipeline of talent that spans continents, blending the old with the new. While traditional scouts still attend matches and tournaments in person, the modern Gunners also employ advanced video analysis tools. Artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms, and performance analytics platforms allow them to evaluate players simultaneously, identifying patterns and predicting potential trajectories. This hybrid model ensures that Arsenal never misses out on emerging talent, even if competitors are also watching. Central to this strategy is Edu Gaspar's oversight. The sporting director ensures that scouting reports are not only thorough but also aligned with the team's tactical philosophy. Edu, alongside Mikel Arteta, emphasizes players who can thrive in possession-based systems while also exhibiting tactical flexibility. Young talents must be able to adapt quickly to different roles and understand positional responsibilities, attributes that the scouting network measures meticulously. The network's reach into Europe is particularly impressive. Scouts are stationed in leagues known for their youth development, including Ligue 1, La Liga, and the Eredivisie. French academies provide technically gifted players with high football intelligence, while Dutch clubs instill tactical awareness and versatility. Spanish academies contribute players with composure, creativity,